what's up you guys? This is Rob from The Gay Guy Plays, and the winter has brought a whole host of new favorites when we get dressed to kill with my latest TennoGen haul. Alrighty, so admittedly this one is a bit smaller than usual. However, everything that I've picked up I am quite in love with. But before we move on, I have to lay down the disclaimer. As you all know, I have a very specific aesthetic and I tend to be extremely picky when it comes to customization. So I'm only going to be highlighting the items that I love, as I don't really feel like ragging on anyone's hard work. So don't think I forgot anything, it's just me being polite. Now, starting with helmets, there is only one that I really fell for this time around, and it's the Banshee Echo helmet by Reiku for $5.99 American. It's this weird mashup between a bat and a bird and does a damn good job of reinvigorating Banshee's look, especially with that high collar. Admittedly, it blends with her default skin so well that I may actually be setting her deluxe skin to the side. Now, let's move on to Sayondanas, which are all $5.99. Yes, the Sorry Sayondana by Malayu has finally made its long-awaited debut. The first thing you should know about this one is that the thumbnail is a bit misleading, as your wings will always be open unless you're bullet jumping. They also fold up when you're kneeling in your navigation console, but it doesn't seem to affect actual in-game emotes. Now, clearly I love this thematically. Toss this on Oberon, toss this on Titania, it is the perfect size for a majority of the frames. However, honestly I do find it a bit unwieldy. This personally is more of a for fun thing than something you'll actually see me using regularly. However, its look, shape, and texture are absolutely gorgeous. And before I move on, I do have an honorable mention. I'm extremely tempted to pick up the Spitefire Graxx Skins by Faven_PS. The energy effects are fantastic, especially the little flames that stretch into each segment, and the textures are amazing as always. However, let's be real, when is the last time I actually used a jetpack? Oh yeah, that's right, never. Plus, if I want to do a Grenier themed Sayondana, I'd more likely go for Faven's Disconnect, as it's a bit more compact. But I know some of you guys absolutely love this stuff, so I definitely want to put the Spitefire on your radar. Alrighty, now on to the meat of the haul. All of these awesome skins are now available for $6.99 American. Starting off with the new slew of Graxx Skins by Faven_PS, I just want to give you a quick heads up that I will be showing these on prime frames, as let's face it, for the most part these are the frames we're going to be using them with. Now, first up is Ember. Holy shit, she looks fantastic, even with the primed overlays. The textures on the thigh cages are a bit wonky, but it doesn't kill the overall look. Again, Faven does a great job with all of the leathery fabricy texture, as the straps and the quilting are definitely the shining stars on this skin. I'm also a massive fan of the helmet and the energy that pulses across the crest. Next up is the NYX Graxx skin. Now, I'm not sure exactly what it is about it, maybe it's the emphasis on the thighs or the shape of her shoulders and her helmet combined, but for one reason or another, this skin makes NYX feel even more feminine, which is quite strange, as that's not something you would normally say about a Grenier themed skin. Personally, this is my favorite option of customization for her by a country mile, and the pulsing spigots on her helmet are an awesome touch. Now, the last of the bunch is probably the most debatable. Saren's Graxx skin definitely has a bit of trouble blending in with all the prime attachments, but let's be real, it's mixing Infested, Orokin, and Grenier influences, so there's bound to be a bit of noise. With that said, I still think she looks like an absolute badass. The textures on her back and inner arms, as well as the modeling on the back of the neck, are fantastic, and that helmet just makes her look like an absolute monster. Just be aware, it is gonna be a bit tricky coloring her in her prime variant. Okay, so the final skin I want to cover is Hitsu-san's Emperor Frost. Now, this is honestly super reminiscent of Zephyr's Hagoromo skin, and I am genuinely in love. The swirly textures on the forearms, calves, and back are amazingly shaded. Along with the crown helm, it actually comes with its own custom shoulder pieces that help retain a uniform look. Now, my favorite view of the skin is from behind. The details on the back of his coat are gorgeous, and this is gonna sound really odd, but the metallic lining on the elbows totally get me off. It is such a small touch that didn't have to be there, but is, and just goes to show the amount of detail work Hitsu-san puts in. So that about covers this round. Let me know what you guys think, and if you have any personal favorites of the bunch. And don't hesitate to reach out to me if you see something amazing in the workshop that I should be paying attention to. In addition, if you have any friends that are thinking about doing TennoGen, encourage the crap out of them, because as much as I love seeing our regulars, I wouldn't mind a few new artists popping their head into the rotations as well. So thank you all for watching this episode of Dressed to Kill. If you haven't already, check out the day 1 video on NoDeWiHoE, as well as my extra super long episode of Advent on my second channel. Now don't forget to do all the things that I asked you to do at the end of every one of these, and as always, stay drop dead gorgeous.